Oh, snaps. Welcome to the first of hopefully many live Broken Sims. We decided to do it since we didn't do one last week. Here we are. We're doing one now. Joining me as always. Okay, let me do the official intro. Welcome to Johnny Woodard presents Broken Simulation live. Starring Johnny Woodard. We're in it.
Live.
We're in it. We're live, dude.
I don't know if we're going to be doing a lot of these, but there's been so much shit happening. I mean, it's been unbelievable how much stuff is happening in the news that we gotta put something out here, right? I mean,
people love the live, Johnny. They love the live. I mean, we've just seen this. We're in it to win it. We love the live. We're in it. We're seeing your comments. We're liking the ones we like. We're ignoring the people saying meanie stuff. Okay, that's how we go. We're in it, Johnny. I almost died, but here I am.
Wait, you almost died again?
Yes, almost again, dude.
This is not a Zen thing. This is something else.
No, dude. No, I ate something weird and just my beehole spitting. That's all I have to say about that.
You have just so many. Like I have stomach problems.
I am fighting, dude.
You always have bowel problems, like on the lower end.
I'm fighting, dude. I'm counting calories, dude. I don't know. I had a hamburger and it just went bad fast. Just went bad. Next day, I was doing step work with a sponsee and just straight shart, dog. Straight shart. I had to stop the spiritual moment.
What?
Shower, come back, apologize, make amends to him while he's telling me his amends. I had to make an amends.
So you actually stacked more amends on top of the amends.
Of the amends, how we were doing it, yes. Right? Johnny, can we get in some crazy stuff right out the gate? Dude.
You shart way too much, bro.
Johnny, I have a lot of fiber. Okay, Johnny, can we start?
Johnny, fiber it creates bulk. It's bulk forming, is what
Johnny,
they call
it. Don't question my science. Okay, I know my body a lot better than you know your body. Okay, I know my body, and what I'm telling you right now, Johnny, and listen, I gotta make sure that I get the Rumble people on. They were complaining the other day during Cash Days I was not showing them love. So I have to make sure that I have to show
Rumble. We prefer Rumble.
We love Rumble. We're big Rumble people. We're big Rumble people. So I mean, to all the Rumble people over there, hello. So we're gonna get into a lot of stuff. A lot of discussion this week about what is what. But I really gotta be honest with you, Johnny. I'm gonna say something to you right now,
please.
And that is the devastation that I've heard this week. When I heard that my favorite rapper, basically of all time, jacked almost his entire thing.
Who? I haven't heard this.
You haven't heard this? I got to find this real quick. I just got to find this real quick, bro. Don't you worry about that.
No, why would you do any prep for the show? I mean, just go
find it. Johnny? Johnny, I show up with I just bring the good stuff.
You do. You bring yourself.
Okay, that's what I do. I bring me. I talk mad stuff,
and that's a challenge enough. So.
Johnny, just vamp. Will you vamp for a second?
I'm vamping, baby. Boy,
Johnny, vamp. Okay, just vamp.
You really, your butthole problems though are we should really get a doctor on sometime because I feel like we have a doctor on our registry of guests, right? Like in our little black book. I feel like we should get a doctor on. You should just describe the number of times, the frequency of your shart episodes, let's call them, and let's see if that's because I don't think that's normal for an adult male. Of your age.
Johnny, you are of youth. Talk smack. Okay.
No, but
you're an old man
old.
too.
You're not like elderly. You're not like Joe Biden. Now, Joe, if you told me Joe Biden was sharting like 5 times in the first 6 months of the year, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. But you're not. You don't.
I don't shart a lot, Johnny. I just talk about it.
What is a lot though? I don't know when I last shart. I can't even think of.
I'll maybe shart once a year.
I know that's not true unless you're just full of shit.
No, I'm not full of it, Johnny. But what I am most of the time you think I shart, I'm really just saying that I almost shart. And you just take it as I sharted because you just like to look down on me. Okay? In reality, Johnny,
leave it.
No, Johnny, don't leave it. Okay, the truth is, I don't shart a lot. I just sharted this one time.
Yeah, you don't shart a lot. You just shart a lot for a man of
no,
your
I
age.
get close to sharting a lot. But what the blessings are, Johnny, is that I have a airtight beehole that just can keep it together.
Okay. It's defied the odds, huh?
100%, Johnny. 100%. Why don't you believe me on that?
Did you find this thing you're looking for? What's happening?
I know it's almost there. It's going to devastate you. You are not ready for what you're about to see.
I don't want to hear this.
You're not ready for this, Johnny. You probably saw me post it. So that's all I'm saying.
I haven't seen it. No, what genre is it? You said it's R&B?
Rap. It's rap, Johnny. It's rap.
Is it what, 90s? Like 90s, like old school?
Yeah, old school. I'd say 2000s more. 2000-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Who would be I mean, it's not Eminem, is it?
No, but we're in the area, Johnny. We're in the area. No, come on,
Dr.
chill
Dre?
out. Here we go, Johnny. God, you're already driving me nuts today. Here we go. Ready?
You're the one who's spent the last 5 minutes.
Hold on, shut up.
Notorious B.I.G.
Ready? Are you ready? Here we go.
No, I know who it is now. Fuck.
Here we go.
Steal his entire persona, flow, name, and hit single Juicy from a Mississippi rapper back in 1993, a full year before Biggie ever came out? Let's discuss. Now, I don't want to do this. I'm a New Yorker. I think Biggie's an icon. It's like telling a little kid Santa Claus doesn't exist, but goddamn it, I'm a newsman. So back in 1993, a rapper named the Notorious B.I.G, aka Big Daddy, came out with this single.
I never thought about the keys that I sold. I moved a few 20s, for me that was plenty. I was too used to packing jets and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play toast.
And a full year later, we get the Notorious B.I.G, aka Big Papa, basically putting out the same song, even rapping from the Mississippi down to the East Coast. It's only been mentioned a couple times on smaller rap podcasts. And I know people are going to say this happens all the time in the rap game with reference tracks and ghostwriting. But this is basically the greatest rapper of all time, and we find out that he launched his career as a fraud. And apparently, the only thing B1 has ever said is this alleged email or letter where he acknowledges that Biggie jacked his whole style, but that after he was murdered, he left it alone. I don't believe that, man. This was the guy being called the greatest rapper of all time, and it's your sound, and you didn't speak up until after he was murdered? No. This was early 90s Puffy as an A&R who was scratching and clawing, trying to make it big, who found this guy, stole his whole style, and said, we'll give you a percentage of the money we make if you keep your mouth shut. And this guy, B1, has been back in Mississippi ever since with closed lips and a stack full. Did the Notorious...
Yeah, but here's the problem. Do you really think he got a stack full?
Well, here's something I found on this is devastating. You're totally right.
I mean, it is listen, when I tell you this, I'm not over exaggerating. This is paradigm shifting for me. This is like the only guy who's like, man, this is the guy that this dude is the only real one of what has become this giant garbage genre.
It's all fake, dude. Listen to this now.
Got some papers in the mail. Original Biggie Small thing gonna send me for everything I got if I use his name again. So please, nobody, if you see me, my name is the Notorious B.I.G. Call me Big, Notorious Big, whatever. No more Biggie Small. That is dead.
So that's him talking about that guy. Like saying that he's threatened to sue him for using that name that sounds so similar, you know, that he's the original Biggie Smalls. Like he bit the name too.
Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable, man.
Wait till Kamala Harris finds out about this. She's gonna be it's gonna rip her heart out.
Johnny, is anything real? Is anything real?
No.
And now I'm hearing all this stuff about Biggie being like into like, you know, underage girls, which I think that is he gets right in front of the timeline before, you know, like they were talking about in Joe Rogan. But it's like there was a time where like, well, he's a pedophile, but you know, he's super artistic. We're not gonna deal with it right now. It's like you're getting hunted down, which is what it should have been from the start, right? But now I'm hearing that stuff about him. I mean, paradigm shifting. That's all I have to say.
Right? It would have been P. Diddy, right? That stole this and like gave it to Isn't that how that would have worked? I think so, right?
Well, I mean, here's the thing that I will tell you. That P. Diddy, you watch P. Diddy as a young kid on the corner, he could totally rhyme. But what it always comes down to, and I hate to say this, okay, but like Biggie Smalls is Generation X's Lady Gaga. Like Lady Gaga has the exact same story as Biggie Smalls, minus the Lady Gaga, basically the person she stole her persona from. She just basically, the girl got thrown off a balcony. If you listen to the mom,
that'll do it. Shit. That's crazy.
You listen to the mom. The mom's like, she stole my daughter's persona after my daughter jumped off a balcony when she wasn't suicidal. Like, how crazy is that? Like, it is nuts to me.
I don't. Nothing surprises me. I'm just. This is shocking to me. I keep looking for like a someone to tell me like, hey, this is actually just made up, and nobody's telling me that on the internet. I need somebody to just say, hey, this is not real, but it is real.
It's so sad, dude. It's so sad. I mean, like, okay, let's just say, even though I hate it, some producer heard this guy's song and basically took it to you, and you're like, yeah, man, dude, nice flow, bro. The producer's like, yeah, I created it. It was awesome. I love the flow. I just came up. I woke up one day and I downloaded this flow into my head, and then it just was. And then he put it out, and he's like, damn, dude, this guy did me dirty. He put it out, but the guy stole the song and his name. And it sucks.
I mean, you would think you would at least change the name. It's like the NASA astronauts, It's like, can we just at least, change the name a little bit?
Well, it's like you get into these people like Led Zeppelin, dude. Led Zeppelin,
they're the worst.
It's like everyone's like, and I even once in a while use Led Zeppelin as the gold standard of rock bands, and you're like, they just ripped off blues people. So basically, everyone just rips off black people from the South.
That's the Stones did, the Beatles did, all those British bands that came over, or all their stuff was informed. And even, kind of ripped off from, old school blues. Yeah, for sure. Especially the Stones. The Stones were, the Beatles wrote the Stones' first hit, They felt kind of bad. They were friends with them and felt kind of bad for them and just wrote them a song to kind of get them started because they were just playing
the Rolling Stones in there.
They were just playing R&B covers.
It's really crazy to me. And then it's like, rap is just, just think about how we used to look at rappers. And now, like, all this information has come out. And it's just like, it was all astroturfed BS. Most of it was an intelligence work. And most of it involved closeted homosexuals. Like, everything we thought was almost 180 of that. Like, they're fighting the man and they're real dudes. In reality, they're CIA plants who are putting caps in each other's asses.
Yeah, and to me, I don't want to blame Notorious B.I.G. as much as because it is P. Diddy, produced all that stuff, so it was him. I'm sure he knew of this guy, and probably this guy didn't want to sign, or he didn't have the right look, he didn't have quite the right vibe for P. Diddy or whatever, and he was just like, all right, dude, what are you gonna do?
Exactly what happened here, dude. On the streets of New York, they talked about this fat kid that could spit rhymes, okay? But that's all he had. And P. Diddy was like working in the industry, and either it was at the Def Jam Records, I think he was at, or whatever the record label he was working at. So it was either he was there, and people just sending their best to try to get signed. And he just heard this song, go, oh shit, look at this fat ass on this cover. Looks exactly like this kid on the streets who needs a persona.
Yeah. He just ripped it off. Yeah. He stole, what do they say in comedy? He stole his soul or whatever.
No. Well, and that's always, it's so funny because when a comic goes, you stole my essence, like that's when you're in the cuckoo town. right? That's when a
That's
sure
what
sign.
happened here, though, dude. That's what happened in this
That's
game.
100% what happened here, right? It's nuts. So now all these rappers are like CIA plants or gay, right?
Oh, well, yeah, and gay. You mean? Yeah, but go ahead. Yeah.
Either they're CIA,
No,
either
they're both.
CIA
Most of them are
plants
both.
or gay or CIA gay plants. One or the other. That's your option right there. Those are your options. So now you got, I mean, like, dude, it's just like everything I believed is just so and like, dude, I've always said this, Johnny. Maybe you will remember not. I always felt like Chuck D from Public Enemy was one of the most underrated frontman for a band I've ever seen. I have always said that he deserves to be discussed as one of the great lead singers of all time. Of all of them, who do you consider the greatest lead singers of all time?
Wait, you're talking just hip hop or
No, I'm talking of music. I mean, obviously
Lead
Freddie
singer.
Mercury, right?
Well, it depends. Do you mean like the most range in their voice, like the most powerful voices, or the voices that are the most appealing to listen to?
I'm just saying, who is your favorite lead?
It's like John Lennon's voice. I could listen to John Lennon sing anything. He's got his, but he doesn't have a great range. He's got pretty good range, but I think his voice is just, there's something about that kind of aesthetic that I really like.
Would you say he was the lead man of the Beatles?
Oh, for sure. He started the band. Yeah,
So you have John Lennon. Anybody else?
I'd say, I mean, if you want to keep it in that same vein, I think Liam Gallagher is like one of the great frontmen
Would
of all
never
time.
in a million years come up with that name, and I'm not saying
Oh
Oasis.
no, he for sure is though, dude. He for sure. He's in that Lennon vein. For sure, you got to go with Axl Rose is one of the great lead men of all time for sure. I know you have a little Axl Rose story.
Yeah, I do have a little Axl Rose story.
Maybe save that for Thursday if you want to.
Okay.
And let me think. Okay, Freddie Mercury, already said for sure. Freddie Mercury. Great lead man. Let's see,
dude. This is such a great question because it really comes down to like James Hetfield to me is one of the greatest leads.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and he doesn't have a great range, but yeah, for sure.
He's great. You're totally right about Axl Rose. Who else is there? I mean, you could go AC/DC, but they've had two leads, so it's like, is it really him? You know what I'm saying? Like when I say that, like the lead is like the soul of the band,
like Kurt Cobain.
I mean, then we can start getting into all of. Again, we start getting into grunge, which has got CIA, rich kid, fingerprints all over it. Dave Navarro. I mean, not Dave. Dave Grohl, who we just did that big show on Tinfoil Hat about. Right?
David Byrne, I would put in there. Debbie Harry from Blondie. I think she's great as a lead.
Who else is there?
Some people might say Bono, but I don't go for U2. They don't do it for me. I'm not there. Like Robert Smith from The Cure. I know you're not a big Cure guy, but I think Roger Daltrey from The Who. Now there's a lead guy because he doesn't even really write a lot. He wrote not many songs. Some good ones, but not many.
Maynard for me. Yeah. Eddie Vedder when he's not going nuts, right?
Annoying. Yeah, Steven Tyler. He's a great lead singer. Yeah, he's a lead man. He's just out front.
So
The Pretenders is good.
So we were
Chris Cornell.
Chris Cornell. Okay, so we've listened a lot. I've always felt Chuck D should be in the discussion. I've always felt that. And getting back to what we're talking about here, right? Like rap and all that stuff, right? I've always felt like he should have been one of the guys. Yeah. But man, dude, this guy has gone off the reservation when it comes to politics. And what he pushes right now is so insane that it's just like he's taking pictures with Blinken, the defense secretary.
He's garbage.
Like, there's no fight the man. There's no man more than that dude.
No, he is the man. Yeah,
he is the man. He's starting wars and bombing brown people. Like your whole credibility's gone at this point.
The bloodiest hands in the building. I mean, the bloodiest hands in Washington.
And then you got like Candace Owens, and regardless of whatever you think about Candace Owens, I really like her. I don't always agree with every take she has, but I think that means, we're two different human beings, right? Like, very rarely will you ever agree with someone 100%. But I mean, dude, she just murking Eminem. I mean, Candace Owens murking Eminem, just murking him.
Why? Who started that? It must have been Eminem, right? She doesn't really.
Eminem started it because Eminem is like Howard Stern. He needs like somebody. He needs somebody or he needs to feel like he's being disrespected to get his creative juices going. Right?
Yeah. That yeah.
And of course, he's seen all this crazy stuff that all this crazy stuff that he thinks Candace Owens is saying. Like, he thinks it's crazy. And then this dude has the balls to call Candace Owens not black. Like, the white guy in rap is calling somebody not black. Like,
what did he do it in a rhyme or something? Was it?
And it's so bad. It's so bad. She read it out loud, and it's so bad. It sounded like your mom reading a rap. And now, dude, she called him gay. Like, I haven't heard any comeback on that from him at all, dude. Like, and then you start going like, dude, he was like, who is this guys?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's Dr. Dre. It's his main. I mean, the guy that brought him into the world,
right?
And then he brought in 50 and G Unit and all those guys.
But then, dude, you get to, is the only real dude in hip hop 50 Cent? Is the only real dude? I mean, the guy literally got shot in the face 10 times.
I mean, did you see him did you see that concert he had right after the Trump attempted assassination where he had, it was Get Rich or Die Trying, the album cover, and it had Trump's face on it, and he was singing, Many Men Wish Death Upon Me with just Trump's head in the background. It was so sick. It was
so crazy, right?
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, just like, it's just crazy, dude. That whole genre, which like created so much of the culture of our country and defined so much of our racial relationships. I mean, like, nothing supercharged the N-word more than gangster rap, and made it
You're surprised by this, though, as much as you know about how.
But to the level, Johnny, you just literally said you were devastated with me about Biggie
but
Small.
I'm surprised you're surprised by this. This is the kind of thing normally where I'll bring it up and you'll be like, I can't believe you're surprised by this. And that's how I feel about it. I'm like, yeah, of course they did this. Why wouldn't they? I mean, everything is fake. Everything is fake and gay right now.
Yeah.
Everything it always has.
Everything is fake and gay right now. Is there anything real out there?
I hate to say it, but you got to go to SoundCloud for the real stuff.
Johnny, welcome to the craziest statement said in 2024. SoundCloud's where the real bangers bang.
That's right, man. SoundCloud.
That should be a Broken Sim t-shirt. SoundCloud, where the real bangers bang.
100%, man. That's what we should start putting this podcast on SoundCloud. That's what we used to. Remember, we used to put Punch Drunk on SoundCloud.
Yeah, and it was fun, and everyone enjoyed it. And then everyone's like, SoundCloud's numbers aren't real. And then Libsyn gets busted, but nobody cares.
Oh, did they? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they totally got busted. Messing with their numbers.
My mom just texted me that their internet has been out for 2 days. Can you please call and check out? What did she say? Our internet has been out for 2 days. Can you check to see if they're having problems nationwide, or give me a contact number where I can see if maybe lightning hit our unit?
So has she talked to her neighbors? Are their internet out too?
Well, we don't really have neighbors. We're just so far in the woods. There are some, but they have, it's through T-Mobile, like 5G shit. It's the only thing they can get out there. I'll give them a call. But yeah, I get these kinds of texts all the time. It's like, hey, can you help me log into my DirecTV? And I'm like, Mom, you don't have to log into DirecTV. It's just a satellite. You just got to turn it on. It's just always questions like that coming in. I'm the IT guy for the family, the entire family.
This is my favorite comment so far. Well, they're boomers, so like, what does that mean? The internet doesn't work. Now, are they talking about your parents or gangster rap? Which one are they talking about?
I don't know. It could be my parents. It could be us they're talking about, or it could be gangster rap.
Johnny,
Neither
are you
one of us are baby boomers. So you're Gen X, right? And I'm millennial.
Yeah, I mean, no. Howie Dewey gets so upset when people like are like, whatever, boomer, and like it's just this blanket thing that young people like. There's just blanket statements that people say just when it. What? It's ageist, but it's like, okay, Nazi, okay, boomer.
It's dismissive. They want to dismiss you by saying that. Yeah, usually.
Johnny, have you seen that? Have you seen that they said that the rise in people saying the homophobic slur that starts with a F is
and ends with a T? Yeah. It starts with an F and ends with you blowing a guy. Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Whose job is it to count? Like, dude, you went to school, you know, you got college debt.
Okay, so there was some story that came out that said that the F ends in T word. What did Ryan call it? Remember he called in and said that guy called him that, or he called that guy. What was it? The Russian guy. What did he say? F double G, I think is what he said.
The F double G is on fire right now.
Let me see if I can find it. It was on Twitter, right? That they had been used. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Oh gosh, I went to videos accidentally with that word in there. It was not good. Oh,
does it get into the corn? Is it getting to corn? Just people in corn calling each other? That's so funny, Johnny.
Yeah, it was
your algorithm is messed up for the next week, dude.
Oh boy. You tweeted it, but it was yesterday, so I might have to take about 12 years to get to it.
I'm sorry. I tried to get off it. It's just so addictive. Johnny, I'm trying to fight for our humanity. I'm trying to fight for humanity right now. And the only way I can do is through Twitter.
Like, I know I keep weird hours, but I know when you wake up kind of early. Sorry, I'm distracted by other things. You're always awake on Twitter is what I'm finding out. Like, because I don't go to sleep sometimes till like 5 a.m. and I'll see you like retweeting shit in the middle of the night. But then you're awake in the morning too. I know that. When do you sleep?
When do I sleep?
Yes.
I don't.
But really, how many hours of sleep do you do like a normal night do you get?
I mean, sometimes I go to bed 1, 2, then I wake up at like 8.
Okay, so like 6 hours. That's not enough, dude. That's like the number.
I know. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying.
All right, so here it is. It's from The Atlantic. In the last 3 months, the F double G has been tweeted 2.6 million times. And you know that headline is supposed to be like, oh my God, what has this world come to? I'm like, really? That's all? Really? Are you sure? Like, I feel like I've tweeted it that much, just myself.
Yo, Johnny, the world is healing. That's all I could say. The world is healing. Okay, the world is. Now listen, a lot of people are saying it on in the comment section, and I just want to make it very clear who I call FWGs. Okay, it's very clear. Okay.
Wait, this story is like 12 years old. To be fair. So
it's probably more now.
Way more now.
It's probably way more.
Way more now.
So Johnny, let me establish who I call FWGs right here on the show. Me and you. Here, number one, my best friends. That's who I call FWGs all the time. Number 1, okay, with a bullet. Number 2, Tom Brady. That's the other one for sure. That's number 2. And number 3, and finally, straight dudes I bang. That's it. Those are the only ones, okay? Never the gays. Only the straight guys I bang. That's it, dude. That's it.
What is that? Rough trade or whatever? Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's called rough trade. That's what we're talking about, dude. Yeah,
I've learned so much from you, Sam. I appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I mean, you got a black belt in gay lingo, dog. It's the best.
It's a black belt in perversion from Sam. I studied under the master.
People call each other all the time F double G's. And here's the thing. It's not really about your sexuality. Let's face it. It's really not. And I know that people are trying to make it that, and it's really not. Okay? It's really about you're being annoying. Like, you're just being annoying, right? That's what it is.
No, totally. Yeah. No, it's a word. It's a word that took on another meaning. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the 5-finger death punch of words for you're being annoying. That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, how would you? Okay, so out of 10, like shock factor, right? We got the N word. Is that a 10?
Okay. Probably. Are you saying me shock?
No,
or
just
like the average
person. Like it's a 10 for N word. Now the gays want the FGG to be a 10, but it's definitely not.
It's not. It's probably
like 5?
Of the most. It's probably second to last.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking 4 or 5 out of 10 is what, like, for impact.
Yeah, okay, out of 10, I'm gonna go, Johnny. I'm gonna go 4 out of 10.
Yeah, that feels right.
Now, Riri, if you know what I'm talking about, that's 2 out of 10, and maybe even a 1 out of 10 at this point.
Oh, I say it all the time. Yeah.
And the only people who get offended are people who work with the special needs people.
Yes.
That's it. Nobody else.
I have a few friends who I have to be careful around because they do work with special needs, and every time we get together with them, I have to like reprogram my brain not to call somebody retarded who does something stupid. It's like,
but Johnny, I tell you, dude, I don't call special needs that word. I call special needs
but
special.
my friend works with them though. That's what I'm saying. He works with people with special needs, and you just got to be careful.
I call Puff Daddy the word, right? That guy, right?
Yeah, I call him the FGG too. He's all.
Yeah, I call him. Oh, dude, I double up.
He's a retarded FGG.
Yeah, he is Johnny, you said the word.
I think we can say that a few times.
No,
I found out the other day. YouTube now has started indicating Johnny bleached his sphincter, something like that.
What'd you say?
Bleached his sphincter for you, Sammy T. Be kind and at least pretend to be thankful for his loyal to the foil attitude.
Johnny, thank you. You didn't have to do that.
Sphincter bleaching. That was Ari though that had his sphincter bleached by Steve Ranazizi. That was on live on Punch Drunk. You can see that.
By the way, and I would say before my pronoun bit, the N-word was a 10 out of 10. And I would say after I said my pronoun word, I would say it probably went down to a 6 out of 10.
Thank you for your service.
Maybe a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. It's just not the same thing.
Thank you, sir.
And as more rappers come out gay, I think that number will go down. Right?
What were we just talking about before the comment came up? Shit, I can't remember. Oh, yeah. So YouTube now has where they show us where we effed up, you know?
Yeah.
And it seems like the main thing they care about is the C word, which you said twice on the last
episode. Crazy to me. It's so crazy to me that the C word, it should be a 1, and people
9,
treat it like it's a 15.
Yeah, it's up
right.
There.
It should be what, dude. There's no history behind it. All these other words, you go, what is the history of this? Okay, there's a little history there. The C word isn't. I've said this before, Johnny. The worst word women should be offended by is wench. Wench is way worse than the C word. Way worse.
They also, so we've had on your channel a strike, like a community guideline strike for years and years.
It's
and
because
the other day
we had a certain vids guy on.
Yeah.
And even though we took it down, they're like, we don't forget.
Former Soviet vids, we'll call it. Yeah. Former Soviet Republic vids. We'll call him. Yeah. And they finally, I noticed, gave us an opportunity to get it down if we, one of us, me, submitted to Reeducation camp. Basically, I went in there and had to take this quiz, dude. And with the most, I sent them to you. Let me see if I can find the questions that they want. It's like a kind of a quiz sort of situation where you read an example and then you have to kind of take the quiz, and you can take it as many times as you want. It's not like, hey, you only have 3 shots or whatever. Here they are. So here's what I'll just read a couple of these to you. Here we go. A journalist uploads a video focused on the harmful conspiracy theory QAnon. In the video, the journalist interviews Jonah, who used to believe in the conspiracy. Jonah says, "When I was deep in the QAnon movement, I thought my friend Maggie was involved in a secret cabal that trafficked,
Yeah.
minors.
Yeah.
I realize now how wrong and misled I was. None of it was real." Maggie's photo is shown on screen. Now, is this a violation? And I put, no, it isn't, because this is someone obviously repenting from the dangerous conspiracy theory. And they wrote that I was correct. I was correct because Jonah's comments don't allege that Maggie is involved in the harmful conspiracy theory. And then on the right, the policy is this: harmful conspiracy theories, content that promotes harmful conspiracy theories or that targets someone by claiming they're part of a harmful conspiracy theory isn't allowed on YouTube. A harmful conspiracy theory is one that has been linked to direct threats or violent acts. We may allow the content that includes harassment if the content has educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic context. These exceptions aren't a pass to harass someone. So, I mean, you can tell by the way the questions are worded that we're just never going to get along with these people. Here's another question.
Johnny, I'm going to be honest with you. What you said right there makes me think our entire stuff about the hip hop industry is basically going to get us in trouble.
Yeah, could be, dude. Could be. Here's another one. Hannah is a citizen journalist who visits a rally of QAnon supporters in her local park. Hannah speaks with several supporters, and she challenges and condemns the movement. In one interview, a supporter names a government official and alleges their involvement in a secret cabal of elites. Hannah later uploads the video and titles it "An in-depth look at how QAnon is misleading Americans." Now, is this allowed on YouTube? And I put no, is this a violation? And I put no, it isn't. And they said, you're correct. While the person interviewed alleged that a government official is involved with a harmful conspiracy theory, Hannah condemns the theory in the video and title. So if you want to bring up QAnon, and you have to condemn it. You have to say it's bad.
Man, I wish you would have read that at the beginning of the show. So it would have been like, I'm against that Eminem is gay.
But you can tell how these are worded. That, I mean, they're just so biased, dude. And we passed. It says, "Nice work. You've completed the training. And our warning, if we don't screw up, will expire on October 11th, 2024. I finally found out, too, our warning was for violating the harassment and cyberbullying policy.
You know what that was about?
What? No, I mean, I know you said it was former Soviet Republic.
I think it was that one, or it could be when we did some P-Gate stuff.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, because we know those people love to report things.
Yeah, I mean, that's why... So I did Kim Condon's podcast.
Yeah.
Right. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I just like...
Didn't you have like a wife girder on? I don't think you're allowed to.
I have a wife. Yeah, I had a wife.
Yeah, you had your... Didn't you say you shaved your back?
I shaved my...
You're a hairy guy.
Yeah, I want to see this real quick. Let me see if I can find it right here. Hold on. So I did Johnny. Now here's the thing, Johnny. You're my friend, right? So like when I do somebody's podcast, I just want to see if the fans enjoyed it. I don't need them to like me, but I don't want them to hate me so much that that the guy whose ever show I'm on doesn't like me, right? Yeah. They're like, fuck, I can't have them back. Anyways, so here we go. Let me find this comment real quick, and it makes me laugh. Let me see where it is. Here it is from Jacobach 7, Jacob Cook 7. How many bitter hack comics are out there like Sam, just sitting home blaming the algorithm and being shadow banned for not putting up Rogan numbers? Maybe you are the problem, Sammy boy. And I'm like, listen, dude, I say this all the time, right, John? I say it all the time. If you think it could be I'm not funny. It could be I'm not funny. I will accept that, okay? I will accept that. But Johnny, you have worked with me. Do you think that there is something going on with tech and Sam Tripoli getting shadow banned.
Of course. Yeah, of course there is. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it in the YouTube numbers, the way it's just, no, I mean, I've worked not, then people should understand, it's not just your YouTube channel. I've worked at actual news organizations and seen how channels that aren't in trouble with the authorities get treated versus yours. And it's just a much different, I mean, we've been on 140, maybe 142,000 subscribers on that channel for years now. Even though it says every month we're adding subscribers, it doesn't make any sense. And I mean, the comments, just thousands over the years of comments, people saying that they chose to have alerts turned on for YouTube and they aren't getting them for your channel. You know, we can see how the videos we posted there were just one day, like overnight, went from getting 100,000 views, 50,000 minimum to 10,000 if we're lucky, 20 now with Broken Sim, maybe.
100%, Johnny, 100%. And so we know that we went from like getting 100,000 views on YouTube, 150. We've had some that got up to 300,000, 400,000. And then the censorship came and bang, bro, we're getting
Punch Drunk had videos do those numbers, dude. Punch Drunk had videos do numbers that we would kill for now on YouTube. Those old, I mean, those clips I put it together on YouTube of, you know, people going nuts on each other.
Yeah.
We can never get that now.
Yeah, we can never get that now. And so we see this very unnatural dive, right? Just bang. Where do we see that? Where do I see this again? On Instagram. I'm getting like 5 million views on these on my Instagram when I get it back. And then Instagram realizes it's me, and my views go from 5 million views over a 30-day period to 700,000. And you can see the chart. I took a picture of the chart, and it goes like this. Boo, bang. And then and then Ari even goes, man, that really sucks. Yep. And now I've seen it on Lipson too. I'm sorry. Like we just did a Union of the Unwanted, Johnny. And I was like, yeah, because we've talked about it. Where like the number, we've talked about this before, where we see one number, we refresh, and the number comes back lower.
Yeah, dude, it happened last week on the live. Yeah, we had, what was it, like 9,000 people live, and then when we got back in, it said that the video had 7,000 views or something. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And just like all of a sudden we're cooking with gas, we're getting bigger numbers than we ever had, and then boom, it just drops out of nowhere. It drops out of nowhere. I'm seeing the numbers going down. It's not refreshing up, it's refreshing backwards.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, people are taking away their views, Sam. People are building time machines and going back and not watching the show. That's what it is.
It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. So I just gotta tell you, listen, I'll take an L anytime. I'm not afraid to be like, hey, dude, I'm just not good enough. Listen, it's what keeps me out of therapy, is just be like, surrender and acceptance. That's my whole life I live right now, right? But Johnny, what I will tell you, okay, is that what was that? I just totally lost my thought right there.
Well, we're just talking about the
it's just like I mean, like the craziest thing, Johnny, is like people are talking about what we've talked about for the last 7 years. Is now all the mainstream people are talking about it. And you're telling me my show is getting less views?
Yeah. I mean, I know we talk about that a lot, but it's just something that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So it's frustrating. I will say, you made the title of this video, "Is Joe Biden Dead?" And I feel like if we don't talk about that before,
I just want to talk about one more thing, and then we'll close with that. Okay.
Because I got news too.
Okay. All right, Johnny. Okay.
I mean, I thought you said you weren't going to do any stories. Okay. What I
wasn't. Well, I didn't really do any stories. We're just kind of talking.
You charting yourself.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, that was a quick little just get into it thing. Just get it. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Jay.
Hold on.
Talmud. Johnny, can we get into this thing? Talmud. I know. Talmud. Okay, so you want to do your stories, or do you want to do this Mr. Beast story that's starting to blow up right now?
Well, I have a huge story that we have to talk about.
Okay.
The Elon thing. That's
Okay.
we have to talk about that.
Can
but
we
that's
do
kinda-
Mr. Beast and then close out with Elon, and then we'll
when
do
we
some
gotta
Joe
talk about
Biden.
is Joe Biden dead, and then
Yeah,
Kamala
we'll
dead.
do that. We'll do that. So those are the 3 last stories we'll talk.
Yeah.
So Johnny, do you follow Mr. Beast at all? Like, do you follow any Mr. Beast?
I never watched his videos, but I am aware of who he is, and I have been disgusted for a while that he's doing great shit and then getting shit for it from people who are jealous, probably, that he's rich.
Okay. So Mr. Beast is the biggest. I think he's the second biggest YouTube channel. I think Coco Melon is the biggest one, which just really does let you know.
So funny.
Really let you know.
Don't know who they are.
Coco, well, dude, when you have kids, you'll know who Coco Melon is, and you'll be like, "What are we?"
305 million subscribers for Mr. Beast. 305 million.
Oh, by the way, can we give a quick shout out to Tim Dillon getting his own? Dude, Tim Dillon is the smartest guy I've ever met. Tim Dillon is doing his own Jerry Springer on Netflix.
He's got a Netflix deal?
He's got a Netflix deal.
They know the stuff he talks about, and they're into that.
Johnny, the gays can say whatever the gays want to say. The
God,
gays
Coco
can
Melon's
say
got like 8 different channels with millions of subscribers. I don't even know which one is the main one. Like, there's one just for this Cody guy.
Okay, hold on, Johnny. Okay, so congratulations to our good friend.
Yeah, Tim Dillon.
Tim Dillon, who
Amazing.
now finally returns my phone calls. I'm so
You'd be
excited.
great on Jerry Springer, a Jerry Springer.
I
show.
told him, I'm like, dude, if you need someone to talk mad smack in the audience, bro, I'm there. He's like, I might
Just
need
don't
you.
ask him to act, and you're good.
Yeah, Johnny, I can't act. Stop. So, Johnny, so basically what happens is Mr. Beast is his giant show. He started from when he was super young, right? He's been like just crushing it since he was a kid, right? Figured it out, has multiple channels in multiple languages. He's just killing it. Like he's doing so well that Elon Musk was thinking about putting him in charge of like building the video section of Twitter.
I wish he
Right?
would.
Right, so he's gonna put him into that. So he blows up. He has his buddies on the show. One of his friends on the show, one of the guys on the show, who has a wife and a family, decides to transition. Okay. Transition from, I forget what his name is, but now he's known as Ava Chris Tyson, which makes me think his name back in the day was probably just Chris Tyson. I don't know his name. Do you guys know the name in the thing?
That's funny that he probably didn't want to let go of the clout that came from his old name, like Google searches, the SEO. So he put that in the middle. That's
so
funny.
this is the person. This is them. This used to be a guy with a family, okay? Used to be a guy with a family. They just stopped, and now he is
oh boy.
now he's living
trouble.
as a trans.
They're in
So
trouble.
what?
I can see they're in trouble with something here.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, what part makes you think that, Johnny?
Well, there's the first tweet is, I would like to apologize for my past behavior or comments if it hurt or offended anyone.
Yes. So basically what's happened is some whistleblower has released messages that while this person was working at Mr. Beast, he was DMing 13-year-olds.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Hey.
Okay. All right. So that's now. So now she's gone. Shim's gone 0 dark 30, right?
13-year-old boys or girls? Do we know?
Were you
Not
looking
that it
up?
matters, but I'm just curious.
Well, it is definitely. I mean, it gets into that whole thing with Scott Wiener where he's trying to be like, it's unfair for the gays, right?
Okay. Ava Chris Tyson. Let me see. Apologizes for sending inappropriate messages to a minor. She was 20 and the person was 13. The pair were allegedly introduced after the child won an online competition. At that time, Tyson was known to YouTube fans as Chris, Chris, like you said, Sam, because she had not yet transitioned.
So this
Tyson,
is what he looked like when he was doing that.
Who has a son with their ex-wife, is said to have spent years communicating with the fan in online forums before meeting in person when the teen turned 16. In an X post, Tyson wrote, "I want to apologize for any of my past behavior."
So this is what he looked like, Johnny, when he was just a dude, and this is what he looks like now with a filter on. So even the trans women use filters for everything.
Oh, I would think they would be the biggest proponents of filters. I mean, who can make better use of it than someone who's trans? In one post, Tyson begged the. Okay, so wait, hold on. Multiple posts show Tyson interacting with Shadman, an artist known for drawing young characters in sexual poses. In one post, Tyson begged Shadman to draw a 10-year-old anime girl. Other posts show Tyson sexualizing cartoon children. This is a person with problems, obviously. No mental illness involved here, of course, because that's not something we're allowed to say.
Well, here's the problem. So when he transitions to she and everyone's calling him out about leaving his family, he got people banned off Twitter back at old Twitter.
Oh.
All right. So now it's like he's asking for, mental. I'm dealing with mental issues right now. It's like, dude, you've been dealing with that for a while. So here's one more thing, and then we'll get into the other stories. This is someone who allegedly says they worked with Mr. Beast, and this is what he says.
Around certified lover boy, certified pedophiles.
Okay, that's gonna get us in trouble.
I'm outside Mr. Beast's studio right now. Here's a cornfield. I'll explain that tomorrow. I've just been driving by looking to see, is there an FBI raid going on? What's happening? My name's Dawson. I worked at Mr. Beast from February to May of this year, 2024. Chris is the tip of the iceberg. And when Jake the Viking says Mr. Beast knew, yeah, Mr. Beast knew. I heard many times that Ava, Chris Tyson, is a major liability, but they can't get rid of her because she's already threatened legal action and she knows too much. And when all this information comes out about everything that she knew, everything other people know, I promise you on everything Mr. Beast has done. Amazon, if you can get your money back, get your money back.
So the reason I bring this up is, Johnny, how many times have I told you that I am super suspicious? Yeah, besides being gay. I already told you that. Okay. We already know that. Okay. Super suspicious of grown men who do children's entertainment.
Is it children's stuff, Mr. Beast? Is that kids?
Oh,
stuff?
yeah. It's something you can watch with your kids.
But is it like kid directed? Like,
now? Let me just say this. If you have children, that's different. You want to, create content.
Well, the trans has children, has a kid.
Oh, well played, Johnny. Well played. But he no longer is in their life.
I wonder if Mr. Beast does.
Right? You remember we talked about Blippi? He's a weirdo. They're all weirdos. I don't know anybody who wants to entertain children that isn't a weirdo.
Mr. Beast is having kids, apparently. I don't know about that. It is. I mean, think about all the history of the people who were like Paul Rubens, who, say what you will about Pee Wee Herman, but that was weird stuff, right?
Yeah, it's really weird.
And I mean, he was into weird stuff. Blue's Clues, like that was unusual.
Yeah, but that guy, he quit. He quit. The Blue's Clues guy, I don't know if he was in it, but he quit because he said that he just didn't want to go bald. on television.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm not alleging it. I'm just saying it's weird. Now the Nickelodeon stuff, that was just flat out.
Yeah. And then
out,
everybody's talking about how Mr. Beast's name is Mr. Beast.
Yeah, I got it. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, I hate to see
allegedly, Johnny. Allegedly, everything's allegedly.
This also sounds like somebody. I mean, you have a former employee with an axe to grind. I mean, that's like the profile of somebody who's going to try to screw with,
the Wiggles have weird energy, dude. And by the way, most of your comedians working today, I call them the Wiggles of comedy. They're the band on the Titanic, and the boat is going down, and they're just doing. That's all their comedy is now. Okay, Johnny, you do your thing.
I love how you do that. You're just like, okay, you do your thing, and I'm gonna get into my phone now. So I think we might have finally figured out what's going on with Elon. He might have finally. You saw this, right? Like, I think we might have finally peeled back the onion and figured out why he is grinding so hard to take down the left, or it appears that way. He was on, it looks like Deutsche Welt, which is, it says DW here. I'm assuming that's what it is. Or no, maybe, it might actually just be Jordan Peterson's podcast, but he was talking to Jordan Peterson, and I'm just going to let it play because it speaks for itself. It's a little serious. We'll end with a funnier thing. Have you seen this, Sam?
I saw somebody talk about it. You want me to add it to the thing? I saw somebody. I'm
gonna play it here.
So I was tricked into doing this, and it wasn't explained to me that puberty blockers are actually just sterilization drugs. Anyway, and so I lost my son essentially. They call it dead naming for a reason.
Yeah.
All right. So the reason it's called dead naming is because your son is dead. So my son Xavier is dead, killed by the woke mind virus.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that would be like.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and there's lots of people in that situation now.
Right.
It's not pretty, and lots of demolished kids.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's a good reason to be the final straw. All right, so
I vowed to destroy the woke mind virus after that.
Bro.
And we're making some progress.
Bro.
Join the club.
Yeah.
That is some straight up like Liam Neeson shit right there, right?
Is there any deceit in his voice when you hear him talk that way though? I don't hear any lying in his voice. That seems straight from the heart to me. Now maybe I'm naive, but do you detect? You got a pretty good bullshit radar. Do you detect any deceit?
No, I think it could be all things, Johnny. I know what you're alluding to. About people talk about whether he is what he actually is.
But that sounds like somebody telling
that is personal.
Yeah, exactly. Personal.
That is personal. And that is like, almost like my name is da-da-da. You killed my father. Prepare to die. That's like someone's got a Kill Bill list and he is on the war path.
Doesn't it make a lot of things about him though lately make more sense, when you consider them in that context? Like, because he went as soon as right after that Trump assassination attempt. I mean, he fully stepped out of the closet as MAGA, endorsed him immediately, said that there had been 2 assassination attempts on him that they had kind of spoiled. They'd found people with guns on their property trying to come after him. That's sober. To hear him talk that way it's Jordan Peterson's voice was cracking, which that happens a lot, but even I was like, oh damn. I mean, I can't imagine. So I don't know. I mean, it just adds another wrinkle to this whole Twitter X, war against YouTube, war against the Democrats that he seems to be waging.
It's crazy to me, dude. It is crazy to me. Crazy. I mean,
I hope. Have you heard any more? You mentioned Mr. Beast. Have you heard any more about them rolling out a YouTube alternative, something like a homepage where you can just have videos?
Listen. So we love Rumble. I think Rumble is great. I love being on Rumble. Let's go check our friends at Rumble.
They'll yell at you if you don't.
Yeah. Sorry, Rumble. I love you. I didn't mean to not look. Here we go. What's up, gang? I read about this, but hearing it out is way more powerful. I agree. Here we go, dude. Yeah, I mean, like some people believe him.
And he's getting in the news. I mean, he's getting a lot of shit for saying that from the left, of course. But he's not wrong. I mean, there's no coming back from that kind of thing.
Can it be all things, Johnny? Can he be playing with the elites, playing their game while at the same time wanting to wage war?
Yeah, and I'm not naive enough to think that anybody is all good or all bad. Although I do think some people are all bad, probably, or at least closer to that in our government than all good. But it makes me more inclined to trust his intentions, especially when it comes to stuff like that. And I hope that he's my sincere hope is that, and this is, I think, the most likely good outcome is that he's somebody who once played that game and who just couldn't take any more of it, because that's what Jordan Peterson's talking about. I think he probably asked him, like, what was your last straw? Like, what was the thing that kind of woke you up to this shit? And I'm hoping that was, maybe what kicked him out of the. Sorry, that piece of footage really was like sobering to me. It was just, anyway, I hope I genuinely hope that he is good intentions, and that makes me more inclined to believe he does. It's serious stuff though. So if you want to,
if you could cry right now, we'll get huge ratings. Just shed one tear, please.
No, I can't.
One tear.
I could probably work one up on.
The father of misinformation just gave us $4.99.
Thank you, Father. Daddy.
How long has this been going, dude?
We just an hour, and we'll get to finally to the topic and the headline of the video, the subject of the video. So it seems people think that Joe Biden might be dead. He came out as COVID-19 positive recently, and then went dark. He immediately after released a tweet saying that he wasn't running for office. A tweet, this is the kind of thing that demands a speech from the Resolute desk, you would assume. He tweeted about it. And then, so what I would call presumptive Democratic nominee, although she has not rounded up the votes officially, and it's going to take some finagling, I think, to get her there. Kamala Harris had a campaign rally where AI Joe, or maybe pre-recorded Joe, calls in, and it's just a bizarre piece of footage. I'm going to share it here just a second. Let me see. There it is.
It is so good. And
start from the beginning, because she
First
said
of all,
something stupid.
she has a little slip there.
You mean camel toe being camel toe?
Well, no, but she almost tells the truth there. She said,
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you for being on the recording. The call.
it is so good to hear our president's voice. Joe, I know you're still on the call, and we've been talking every day. You guys heard it from Doug's voice. We love Joe and Jill. We really do. They truly are like family to us. And we do. Everybody here does.
It's mutual.
I I knew you were still there. You're not going anywhere, Joe.
I'm watching you, kid. I'm watching you, kid. I love you.
I love you, Joe. Oh.
Dude, like, here's the whole thing. They're trying to say it's AI, right? Yeah, it would be
like
hard
an old-fashioned soundboard. You remember like Fred on Howard Stern where he just had all those drops that he could make anything.
And dude, there's so many amazing like people that can do. You don't think the CIA has an impressions division?
Dude,
just
come on, I could do that. I could make
people
that.
could just do impressions of people. I love you too. Oh, Joe, you're still on there. Listen, you could tell when Kamala Harris is lying because she's laughing.
That her lips are moving. Yeah,
she is the biggest. She could never play poker. When she's laughing, she either has a hand or doesn't have a hand. Either way, So,
and she has this way of talking that is so annoying. It's like she's had too much lip filler or something. Oh yeah, hi. Oh. Hi, Joe. I know you're listening out there. It's so good. Our president is listening. I hate her voice, dude.
She is so bad. And it's like, guys, what have I been telling you since the start? This is a giant demoralization campaign.
It's demoralizing, all right.
I'm going to make a video. I have this new kind of app that I think everyone who's making these cool ass videos have. It's called CapCut. And it's supposed to be a great way to do like
CapCut. Okay, I'll look
CapCut. It's like supposed to be a great way to do editing on your phone. But bro, I'm gonna break down how, dude, even like a year or two ago, she was polling so low. She was like polling the lowest out of any vice president ever in modern time.
And now they're trying to tell you that she's drawing closer to Trump than Biden.
Man, all these polls are manifestation sorcery. That's all they are.
And then Howie, I saw Howie. Did you see Howie sent us a text that she's like the odds are much tighter now that she's in the presumptive nominee than they were when Biden was in the race. I think he said Biden was like plus 800. And Kamala is like plus 100, with Trump still being the favorite at minus one something. I can't remember, but
it's not even close, bro.
No, she's got less of a chance than Biden. I truly believe that.
Yeah, because nobody likes her.
No, and for the left, she doesn't bring. I mean, she should get the black vote because she's purportedly black. She's kind of black. She's got some.
She's of Jamaican descent.
Yeah. I mean, that's black. But
African, and her family sold slaves. I mean,
that's it. And but she loses. That's negated by that, and the fact that she prosecuted people on minor drug charges, like it was going out of style when she was the DA out there. So, yeah, she's got no chance. No chance.
She's got no chance. But Johnny, they have to tell you she has a chance. So when they rig it. Dana's side won't argue.
This place will burn if they rig it. I don't think they're going to do it. I think it's all set up for Trump to be in there. Can we talk about that shot? By the way, you had said that shot was really hard, and then I was like, no, most people can do that shot on a body-sized target. But then you find out more details have come out about the rifle he was using, and he was using like a gutter trash AR, like an old one of the worst ones from the era of their kind of mass production. And then he just had a red dot, optical on there, a red dot sight, and with no magnification. So, and it was like way too far forward on the rail. And so, I mean, it actually kind of was a hard shot. I mean, he should have gone center mass rather than trying to go for the head, which I assume is what he did. But it was, I mean, he had a terrible tool for the job. And then we found out that the police saw him. Like the police climbed up the ladder, saw him, he turned and looked at him, and then they went back down the ladder. And nobody during this whole time was like, get the president off the stage. I mean, the more that comes out about this, the crazier it gets.
Dude,
the lady from the Secret Service going before Congress.
She stepped down. Did you see that?
Did she? Oh, finally. Yeah, she had to. She had to. Because they're asking her, like, okay, so even AOC was asked, did you see AOC actually asked a good question? She's like, okay, so the range of the AR-15 is like 400, 500 yards, why wouldn't you have a perimeter out to that range if that's one of the more popular rifles in existence right now. Why wouldn't you have a perimeter out to that range? And she couldn't come up with an answer for it, and that's why she's fired. So.
Yeah, dude. Crazy.
It seems like they just let it. They tried to let it. I don't know what to believe with that. Honestly, I don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
Where are you with that? What do you think happened?
I'm open-minded that it could. I mean, I am on the fence right now.
Me too.
It could easily be a manipulation from both sides. Okay. Again, as you know, Sweet Sammy T, your good friend right here, went on Joe Rogan, predicted this whole thing with camel toe. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, of course you did. Yeah, I forgot.
And I have it on video. None of this is real. None of this is all a game. The only thing that could be interesting is did Jill Biden not want to leave? That's the only thing. Okay. Did Jill Biden not want to leave?
I think so.
Thank you, ill letter. And that they were just like, we're grabbing him. We're throwing him out. He's going to go. We're tired of her trying to drag her feet. You're done. Stick a fork in you. It's over. I mean, there was stuff about
the shooting had something to do with getting Biden out. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think the shooting could be a part of a big narrative to move everybody into Trump's camp. It could be a getting rid of the competition because they want camel toe in. I mean, it's layers upon layers, but it's the craziest time ever. I mean, like I used to say this all the time, and I've said this before. If you were around 15 years old during 9/11, the stuff you have seen in the last 23 years is the equivalent to almost the entire American history before that. All these events, wars, attacks, and now you got like dude. It was. Are they just cooing this dude? Are they just gonna coup this guy?
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Because most of the people like us were like, how is this guy still president? He needs to step down. He's lost it. There's no way he can run again. But now that they have taken him out, and me included, are like, look at what the elites have done. It's a coup. So it's like, okay. Do you still think he's going to not finish the term? Or
I don't. I think she'll be president by next weekend.
Because I've seen a few opinion pieces from like mainstream news sources now coming out and being like, why is Joe Biden finishing the term if he's not?
I'm telling you, bro, Johnny, I Babe Ruth this thing. Okay.
Yeah, you called it, dude. You called it.
Well, yeah, I
owe you $100 if I'm not mistaken. I believe we had a bet that that he wasn't. Now you can take that out of the Rolling Stones ticket balance, which you.
Yeah. I do owe you. Do you need to send me that, and I will send you that. I don't like owing people money. I'm just gonna tell you.
No, me either. Yeah, I don't. I pay people.
I pay people rock. Get that money, honey. Get that money.
There's another twist in the saga of the Tenacious D rift. So, if you don't know, Tenacious D is the band with Kyle Gass and Jack Black. They've been together forever. And I always assumed they were like simpatico, like brothers, but it seems like they rarely ever are. These guys in bands, especially two-man acts. So Kyle Gass. If you don't remember, they were on stage together in Sydney, Australia, if you haven't heard. And it was Kyle Gass's birthday, I think. And they came out with a candle on a cake, and Jack Black goes, make a wish. And then Gass blows out the candles and says, don't miss Trump next time. And then Jack Black's like, oh, thank you. And laughs a little bit. Then Jack Black comes out with a statement canceling the rest of their tour and saying that he was, quote, blindsided by what was said at the show on Sunday. He would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form. After much reflection, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I am grateful to the fans for their support and understanding. He chucks Gass right under the bus. So Kyle Gass then posts on Twitter an apology saying that he would never condone violence and, that he regrets what he said. But then yesterday, he deleted it because they're having like this rift between the bands. So he went back and deleted his apology. So it sounds like now he's just going to stand, since he's maybe no possibility of getting back together, that band. He's just going to stand on what he said.
Well, there's a lot going on here. There's a
Yeah.
lot going on. I have to read these super chats because people are like, you're disrespecting the super chats. I gotta read that.
Don't disrespect the super chat.
We never disrespect the super chats, bro. We're in it to win it. Here's my opinion. Obviously, we don't condone violence, right?
No.
Until violence is the only option, and that this is not one of those instances. I've met Kyle Gass. I will tell you, he's a really nice guy. All right. I think. Well, I'm watching.
Which West Hollywood bathhouse was this where you met Kyle Gass?
The number one rated on Yelp. Check it out, Johnny. Okay. So I met him. He's a nice guy. I don't care what is happening. You do not throw people under the bus instantly. Okay. All right. And there's ways to handle this. All right. And it was like exactly the way when Ari was getting killed. Was it an inappropriate joke at an inappropriate time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Should he be getting murdered? Should people be doxing him? Should people be threatening the clubs he's playing, threatening them with violence, thus threatening all the employees there? No.
Of course not.
Okay. And you stand by your friend because that's what friends do. And even if you're, let's say it's a work relationship, right? It's like you don't just bail on your friend like that in 2 seconds. And now, dude, if he would have waited a week, guess what? Everyone would have moved on. They already have. They've already have. No one will care. Nobody would care. They will all move
Jack
on.
Black to me seems like just a pure animal of Hollywood, right? Like anything that he thinks would be best for that brand, his future career, he would have done, right? And I think he probably
makes me sad. Well, the truth is the people in Hollywood probably agree with him. Agree with Kyle.
100%.
Right?
Oh yeah.
So it just doesn't make. I get it, man. All you say is like, listen, Kyle said something stupid in the moment. We're not cool with people dying. He's an idiot. He's my friend. And we're gonna cancel the rest of the tour because play dumb games, win dumb prizes. And you move on. But you don't go, I don't know if we're gonna ever work together again. Like,
that was, dude, as soon as I saw it, I was like,
when you got friends like, and I love Jack Black. And like, again, you want to see a really great episode, go listen to the Nepo episode. And I'm going to give a little secret here, Johnny. You ready for some inside scoop?
I love inside scoop.
Johnny, guys, play a sound effect. Inside scoop. Talmud. Okay. So Johnny, when we did the Nepo, we did the Nepo interview because sometimes Daddy just does it by himself. You guys are busy, you work hard. I'm
Nepo.
a crazy person.
What are you, like nepotism? Is that what
they're called Nepo babies.
Yeah,
Nepo kids.
Yeah.
And we did it with Izzy. It was just me and Izzy. And here's the thing: we did the interview. We did the podcast. I looked down, didn't record it.
Oh no!
So the next day we did it all again.
Oh no, dude! That's like my worst nightmare
And
as a
it's
producer.
still crushed. It's still crushed.
Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't on. If I had done that, I would have. Oh,
yeah, you would have been fired. You would have been fired. I would have put you out to dry like Jack Black.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, as for right now, there'll be no more working together. And I really gotta wonder if there's gonna be any more Broken Sim projects in the future.
Our creative future is on hold.
Johnny, anything else?
How did you feel? Did you get all hot and like scrambled? Like what app were you in? Were you in live?
So what happened was, Johnny, this is crazy. And I don't want to talk too much because I want to save all the stories for when because we're gonna do another one on Thursday.
There's so much happening right now. We just wanted to get one out fast. So
yeah. So I'm staying in a hotel in Kansas City. My internet is so fast. I can't believe it. I'm like uploading videos that normally take at my house an hour.
Fiber. You probably had fiber. Yeah.
Dude, I went there. It's just like 3 minutes. I'm not lying to you when I say 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's
upload.
fiber. You had fiber for sure.
I want fiber. I
Yeah,
want
dude,
to
you gotta
shit
get it, man. I
myself.
mean, look, your stream has been in and out here just today from your house, and there's no reason for you.
How do we fix that, Johnny?
You just gotta upgrade your internet, dude.
We do. Dana calls all the time, like, you got the best internet. I go, it sucks.
And you need to be plugged in, not just on Wi-Fi. You need to be hardwired.
So what happened was it was going in and out. So I hit pause to figure it out, stop recording, and I never hit re-record. And they're both fire episodes, but it was very much like, just pretend you're hearing this for the first time.
That's so funny. Was he okay? Was Izzy okay with that? Of course,
dude. Izzy's a G, dude.
Yeah, what
Izzy,
a good guy.
that was a great episode, and like he was great on his first episode, but I've been watching his like Instagram. I'm like, oh, this guy's got to come back and do this stuff. This will be the fire. And he had so much stuff, dude. But the reason I bring up that is because Izzy broke down like Jack Black. It's not like his parents were part of like jet propulsion, like NASA rocket stuff. It's like all Nepo baby stuff. And I don't even hate Jack Black. I just think, dude, we are allowing people to be like cowards right now. And it's like, stand by your friends, dude. I always stand by my friends. That's how we go.
If Kyle, I mean, and Kyle Gass apologized. You know, you're right. We talked about this a little bit personally, but it does seem like the many people in our camp have not resisted the urge to join their own kind of cancel culture. You know what I mean? When the opportunity is there to kind of put it back on the people who are normally doling it out. And we have to fight that. We
have to push back.
Did you see? Okay, so this woman, Valentina Gomez, is running for, what is it, in Missouri? She's running for Secretary of State, and she posted this video to I guess her social media, and it is one of the funniest things. YouTube not gonna love it, but we just have to show it here. Hold on just a second. This woman, she's got my vote. If I was in Missouri, I can tell you. Can you hear it?
Let me see. Yeah, I can. Let me see. Yeah, I can hear it. Let me add it. Oh yeah, I've seen this chick. I love this chick.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I think it's hilarious.
Can you hear it now? Is it?
Republicans are full of guns, food, and ammunition. And these Democrats are full of gay shit, pronouns, and even more gay shit. Let's make America great again.
They not like us. They not like us.
She got my vote. She got my vote.
I mean, I don't know what that has to do with running for Secretary of State in Missouri, but
I don't even know. Sure. But dude, she's about two of those commercials away from dropping FWGs, dog. And she'll probably get all the vote then.
And then the last thing, I just wanted, this is really brief. It's Alex Stein has been on fire.
Alex Stein is great.
Huge balls.
I mean, we've had our friends come on the show and say he's controlled it. Dude, I watched Alex Stein blow up.
I wish he would come back. Can we have him back on?
Yeah, he said he would do it. He's fearless.
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 And he's taking some blows for it too. It helps that he's a big guy.
He's a big guy, bro. Yeah. He's a big guy.
So here he interrupts our great friend.
The fat ass.
Uger. I don't know how to say that guy's fucking name, and I don't care to learn.
Uger, I think.
Yeah, from the Young Turks.
Sank is transgender. Sank is transgender.
So he's live on Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
Alex Stein pops his head in and goes, Sank is transgender. Sink is transgender.
No, I'm not. I don't know.
Hey, get out of here, man. What the hell? Jesus Christ, with these lunatic Republicans.
Well, you're at the Republican convention. Like, that's enemy lines.
He loved that, dude. Sink loved that.
They all love it because it's all about viral moments now.
Yes.
Like, we're destroying our society for viral moments. Yeah. You know, but I am pro Alex Stein doing that.
Me too. Oh, yeah.
Sink is just garbage.
I would love to talk to Alex next time he's on if he was influenced at all by Tom Green, because I love Tom Green as a kid, and it seems like he's got a lot of that flavor.
I mean, he's just like, dude, it's like some people realize like what people love to watch, and he's just really great at giving that, and he's fearless in that.
Yeah, he's quick too in the moment. He's really good with that.
I mean, like, he's also like 6'3", so he's not afraid of anybody.
Yeah, that helps.
Right? And he just walks into these like camps of idiots.
And nobody can make fun of him for not being single or an incel.
And it's just like, dude, people keep thinking civil war's coming. Like, do you really think it's going to be states versus each other, or is it going to be ideologies versus each other? So you're basically going to have a bunch of zero dark 30s versus like the baristas at Starbucks. Who do you think's going to win?
Yeah, I mean Antifa. Yeah, it's so much smaller group than all these little militias and stuff that would support the right. Yeah.
Here's what happens, Johnny. The left gets paid for by the vampires to come muck it up, and then the adults decide, okay, I'm over this, and then they show up and they all go away.
Yeah,
Kenosha, great example of that. The adults show up.
No, totally. Last thing I want to talk about, you seem to be obsessed with the rate me section on Reddit.
Johnny,
subreddit.
I can't stop looking at this. It's because because I'm from an age that was before the internet, right? My youth. And all we were told is that you should show women respect and love and like they're not sex objects. And the internet has shown us that these chicks are just narcissistic. So all they do is they go on this Reddit and they're just cute girls at 18 years old, which is probably like, would you say what? Like, we know that women's sites show that women's sexual prime is their 30s, right? Is that what it is?
I think they say it's 30, but that might be a
physical prime is like what? What age would you say? 22, 23?
Yeah,
like,
22, I would say, yeah.
Like their physical prime, but I think that their physical prime.
I think everybody's physical prime is probably like 22. Everybody looks like the young, the cleanest. You know what I mean? Just there's no weathering on your face.
But there's a difference between physically attractive and beautiful, in my opinion, right? Like there's some women who've lived life that are beautiful. Like they're just composed.
Oh no, I'm not talking. We're just talking about purely a material point of view right here.
Okay, right. So we, but all you have are these like smoke show, like 19-year-olds.
If you don't know what it is, it's a place where these hot women just come on and say, "Hey, could you guys rate me?"
Yeah, and they're just fire. They're just fire, and they know they're fire, and all they want to be told is, "I'm a 10."
My question is this: what percentage of them are just there to pump their OnlyFans, hoping that guys think that they're that insecure, and then click on their profile and it says like, "Oh, just check out my OnlyFans, hugs and kisses."
Oh no, you can tell which ones because they're always like, "DM me if you want." I'm like, what kind of chick is to randos on the internet? DM me if you want.
Well, dude, apparently Tinder now, which is, thank God I haven't had to be on there. Tinder now is littered. It's like half OnlyFans profiles and people trying to promote shit now, like the women that you can't even like meet people on Tinder anymore. It's just clogged with fake profiles and like real OnlyFans and then fake OnlyFans.
Jay Dyer does a song about pay pigs. But Johnny, can you find any of these pictures?
Jay Dyer does music?
Yeah. Can you find any of the pictures I've sent you where we all agree 18-year-olds didn't look like this when we were 18?
Or are we wanting to look at 18-year-olds on YouTube though? Is that a thing?
Yeah, but Johnny, as far as I know, that's legal, right?
It is legal. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold
on.
on.
All I'm saying is that they don't look. While you're looking that up, Johnny,
right.
I'm going to give respect to the super chat.
Please
super chat, sup nerds? Thank you, Rennick Johnson. Okay, Johnny. Okay, we already did the Johnny the bleaching. No shade, no low vibrational. You guys rock. Thank you, Corona. Thank you. That's great.
My Corona.
Love all the content. Thank you, as Twizzer. I don't even know what that means. We do 5s and above, right? We do 5s and above. Biden has been gone for a long time, and the actor who has been playing him gets to disappear into the night. I voted for Trump twice, and I'm positive the Vulva Daddy's second term will be a nightmare. Okay, I'm not against that. Here we go. Another Disney guy arrested. Yeah. Oh, did you see that guy on? Do you see the guy? You see the guy on Cartoon Network? If you said draw a pedo, this is how he would look.
Completely. Yeah. No, totally.
Thank you. Here we go. Please tell me you believe the same people that did 9/11 did COVID and it was released on plan. Some folks tried to bang to take out Trump. Peace and love. Okay, yeah.
To be clear, that is a harmful conspiracy theory, and we
deny
that
disavow that harmful conspiracy theory.
That's
bad
terrible.
theories here
That's
on
terrible.
YouTube. Bad theories. You guys give conspiracies a bad name.
Conspiracy theories are bad. They're harmful.
Side note, you guys ever heard of Ezra's eagle prophecy? Okay, is that a bad conspiracy theory
Sounds like
too?
a cool band.
Yeah, Ezra's Eagles. Hi guys, welcome. Hello, Los Angeles. We're Ezra's Eagles.
Let's see. Okay, what is the Ezra Eagle theory in the LDS Church? It's a theory by James Prout based on apocryphal scripture prophecy in the book of Ezra. The theory is apocryphal means either extra biblical or untrue. I'm not sure which in this case. The theory is regarding a description of an eagle with feathers that, according to Prout, represent U.S. presidents that correspond to how long or the number of terms they serve as president. If the future were to come out according to his theory, there are only a small handful of future presidents of the U.S. before the end of the country. He predicts Trump will win this re-election and will only serve for part of his second term, with possibly Mike Pence taking his. Oh, this isn't okay. So this is last time. So this didn't happen. Yeah. So it's not. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't work. I guess. Because he
Johnny,
did.
I got news. Our good friend Mark the Booker has booked Alex on the show.
Alex Stein. Oh, great. Okay.
Sam, you're the man. You know, you're a good man, Sam. You're not dumbass. You make yourself out to be. He thinks I'm playing a role. I am dumb, but trust me. In North Carolina, Johnny, appreciate you very much. Would love to see you guys roll through Greensville, South Carolina. I would too.
Oh, you would love.
I would love to get out of this.
It's beautiful. Your mic is muted, Sam. Something. I think you unplugged it or something.
Oh, come on
I heard
now.
something go.
Come on now.
Nope. Still no. Still no.
Hello.
Nothing.
Hello.
It's plugged in because the lights are on. But I
Okay.
don't. It was.
Hold on. Let me do something real quick,
Sounded
Johnny.
like it disconnected.
Let me bang. Here we go. We're gonna do this real quick.
I'll just read these.
Hold on.
Hold on. So I'll tell you when I can hear you. Ben Foil Hat says, "Please do these shows more often."
Can you
It's
hear me?
comforting like mac and cheese.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I wonder if maybe I don't. Hold on.
Can
Let
you
me
guys
just make sure
hear me?
sound is still coming out of my machine.
Hello?
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Hello.
I'm not sure what's happening here. Let me see if they changed my. Hold on just a second, Sam. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I am concerned that StreamYard has been using the wrong mic for me this whole time. I hope to God they haven't. We can just wrap this thing up if you want to. Yeah. I don't know if they can hear you or not, so I'm just going to read this last thing. And Ben Foil Hat says, "Please do these shows more often. It is comforting like mac and cheese." I'm not sure if you guys can hear Sam on the stream. So we were going to end now anyway, so you're not missing any extra content. We're going to be back in the studio later this week, and that will come out next week. If you're listening to this on audio, you'll be hearing it on Wednesday. Sam, if you want to get his dates, go to samtripoli.com. Let's see what he's got coming up. He's got that's Comedy Chaos. That'll be out before this releases. So if you're in LA, it's tonight. Anyway, samtripoli.com. That's it for us. Bye everybody. Sam, if you could say something and in case they can hear you.
Guys, I know you guys
I'll
can
use
hear
it.
me, but Johnny can't. Spider
Lap. Clamp says Yellowstone blew its lid today. Super volcano en route 2024 is
let's
lit.
go. Perfect.
Oh no, we don't want that. Is that true?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Yellowstone super volcano. That would be.
You think Trump? This
disaster.
is from Tasha's Tarps.
Is Yellowstone going to erupt? Questions rise after a hydrothermal explosion this morning. Oh boy, that would be the end of time.
You think Trump
Tejas Terps writes, "You think Trump is put in place to make us the world police? He's already talking about making the cartel terrorists." I mean, nothing else is working with the cartel.
I don't know if that's a bad thing. I don't hate cartels, but I hate drugs.
I can't hear
I hate what
I don't know. Let's just end this thing soon.
Okay, conspiracy theories are spoiler alerts. Thank you, J-Man Zoom. And then here we go. I influenced Kyle Gass to play. Google Kyle Gass, Steve Harakabaka Chaka Maka Gun Go. I love it, dude. Thank you,
So
Aaron.
your sound is going out in the feed, so it's just me that can't hear you for some reason. I don't know what the hell happened.
All right, that's it.
Everything's plugged
Guys,
in.
thank you so much. We
So
got
you
up
can
to
go ahead and
almost
keep talking.
3,000 people watching. We'll do more of these. Love you guys. Take care and goodbye.
Testing.
So strange.